Hello, everyone. Welcome to another weekly Oracle message book, another weekly Oracle message video. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this week we are looking at the Shadows of Light Oracle deck by Haley Claire. This was a deck that I got from Goddess Provisions. If you look down in the link below, Goddess Provisions has all the provisions that your inner goddess could need, whether you're male or female. All the Goddess Provisions are available at goddessprovisions.com. Check them out with the link below. Use code Mystic Hillbilly, that's Hillbilly with an IE, and get 10% off all orders $25 or more at checkout. I just needed to put that in there because I am affiliated with the Shadows of Light Oracle deck just a little bit. But I feel called to bring that deck out for us this week and to get a message for each of the zodiac signs. Remember, you embody the full zodiac, so all 12 signs are your full embodiment. You just embody some more than others. And if you know your rising sign, you can go ahead and watch the full video and get a full reading for yourself. Follow along, and each sign, apply it to the house energy in your chart, and you can get a full reading. Remember, again, this is a general reading, so I'm going to be speaking generally to everyone. And if you would like a more personalized reading, though, you can check me out at the celestialgrove.academy. Celestialgrove.academy is so much more than a place for personal readings, though. It's just the place that you need to go if you want a personal reading. We have so much more. Check out our Mystic Library. Use code LUNAR10 for $10 off anything in the Mystic Library, and soon to come will be Mystic Academy. We're gonna have mystical courses teaching all kinds of mystical stuff, so gotta check out the celestialgrove.academy. If you want to, go ahead and sign up for the free spiritual protection PDF, and you will be put in the email. I don't email a lot. I just email whenever there's coupon codes and whenever there's something new coming out. So if you want to be in the know for all the mystical courses coming up soon, go ahead and get yourself a free spiritual protection PDF and sign up for the Celestial Grove Academy email newsletter, and you will know when everything is coming up. But for now, we are going to pull one card from the Shadows of Light Oracle deck for each of the signs. And we are going to start with Gemini because it is Gemini season. And if you just want to watch your sun, moon, and rising, I understand that too. You might want to wait because tomorrow, all of these will be released individually. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? So, Gemini, the message that I got from you, you got the card Now. Seize the moment. But what I'm hearing is patience. You have to wait for the right moment to act, and you've got to be patient in waiting, in looking for that right moment, because if you're going to be sitting in impatience, you will miss the right moment. So I feel like there's a lot of patience that needs to be necessary this week. The moment to come to act will be there. There is going to be a moment to act, but for now, you must be patient. You're going to have to believe in yourself, and you will be able to sense when the time is right. You will sense it. Like, you will feel it in your bones. Now is the time. If you're not feeling in your bones and you feel like you have to force it, then it's time for patience. Take time for patience. Allow divine timing to be there. Trust me, you want to wait for the divine timing. If you find yourself pushing and forcing something or like suffering through something, you are not being patient, and you're not able to calm down so that you will be able to see when the right time is. I know if you are trying to force something, it's because you're probably like, this has to get done, though. Yes, it does have to get done. And what I'm trying to tell you is it's going to get done in divine timing, and it's going to be so much easier if you wait for divine timing. So Gemini, I feel like you need to wait for divine timing. You need to believe in yourself, believe in the possibilities, take care of yourself, go inward, get ready to get ready, get ready to be ready when the time is ready, Gemini. So really take time, step back, take care of yourself, be patient, and know that the time to move will come, and you will get it done. You'll get it done efficiently, and it's going to be with I feel like if you move forward right now, you're going against the wind, and you're going to have to push against the wind, and that wind is going to be so strong, it's more than likely going to knock you over. Not all the Geminis, but most of you. And even if it doesn't knock you over, it's going to be a nuisance. It's going to knock everything over around you, and you're going to have to pick all that stuff up. Or you could stand strong against the wind, and I promise the current's going to change. The wind's going to change. It's going to go the other way. And then whenever you have the wind at your back, then you can move forward, and move forward in your strength. So trust and believe in yourself. Get ready to get ready, and only move when you feel it's time. And you'll know that it's time. If you're having to push or force something, it's not time. All right, Gemini, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. And happy birthday to all you new Geminis out there. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Cancer. So Cancer, you are transforming. You got transformation. So you need to love and protect what you're becoming. And I'm hearing, no looking back. Continue to move forward. Don't worry about what was, and tend to what will be. Like, you need to love and nurture what you're becoming. No more love and nurturing for the past. Let the past go. Move forward into the new you, into what you are becoming, and use your wisdom for how to move and operate this week. And don't use the past. Like, don't operate from history. Operate from wisdom, because history will tell you that it's always been this way, it has to be this way, but wisdom will tell you there's a better way. And operate from that wisdom, not the history. I feel like the past is not here to serve you anymore. The past is being released, it's being let go. And if you focus on the past, you're going to be a part of that released and let go, or wanting to be released and let go. I mean, at the worst. But I feel like you need to move forward. You need to love and protect what you're becoming. Look forward, don't look back, and give yourself time and space to be able to process where you want to go moving forward, and also process the change that is happening in and around you. So process this change. Like, there's a processing time that needs to be done this week before any moving forward, but there is a need to trust and believe in yourself. Trust the decisions that you've made. Trust that you can do this. Trust that you've got this. Trust and believe in yourself, and love and protect your ability to move forward. I feel like you're not going to have any evidence that choosing the wise road is actually the wise thing to do. There's not going to be any evidence there for you. So you're going to have to trust that wisdom is spot on. There's also not going to be any evidence that it's replaying how history did before. And in fact, I think if you look closer, you'll see a lot of things that are different now than it used to be. And I would say that would be the only reason that you have to look back at what was, is to see how different it is now, to reinforce that, whoa, it's so different now. I'm going to move forward with that different. And so, yeah. That would be the only reason to look back, is to confirm how much it has changed. And so, yeah, there's processing that needs to be done. And don't let the past get in the way of a good future, because you can do that this week. You can very well dwell on the past, think, oh my gosh, last time somebody did this, they then turned around and did that. This time, this person's doing this, they're not going to turn around and do that. You've learned that lesson. They're going to continue to do this with you. So love and trust and believe in the process, and let the past go and move forward with wisdom and strength. Know your strength to move forward with it. All right, beloved Cancer, I do hope that this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Okay, so Leo, you got number 10, effort, the builder. So Leo, I feel like you really are, you're wanting to bring something into the world. And I want to say that sitting around and daydreaming is not going to bring it to you. Talking about it will not bring it to you. This is a week to act. It's a week to move forward and act. And it's also a week that you're not going to see any proof that your action is doing any good, but this isn't a week to really think about it. This is a week to just keep moving forward despite, and love and protect your ability to build, love and protect your ability to act, love and protect your ability to make this possible. But you need to put in some effort. Effort is going to be needed. And I'm hearing it's more effort than you think, Leo. So don't think, okay, I put in effort, it's going to be great. No, you need to put in more effort. Consistent effort is really needed here. And continuing to move forward, loving and protecting and believing in the process and believing in yourself, knowing and giving yourself praise for the effort that you're putting into this. And just know and trust that it is going to come around and work out for you. Other people don't see what you're building. They think that it's not necessary. And I feel like this week there's going to be some people that do show you how unnecessary your building is, but they're actually not seeing what you're building, Leo. So you cannot go by what they're saying. Like, I feel like a bunch of Leos are going to get bad advice this week. So don't listen to that. Really trust your gut. Understand that. Look at the person that's giving you the advice and look at their life and understand that they're coming from their own life experience. They have no idea what you're building. They have never experienced building this. They don't know what they're doing. I could go on and on about why their advice should not apply to you. So I feel like somebody's going to come in and say, we don't need what you're building. Look, we already got this. This is so great. Meanwhile, they thought that you were building a church and you were building a freaking amazement, place for everyone, I don't know, something better, that's what I'm saying, Leo. You have the vision. You have to love and protect the vision, and don't share your vision because it's going to be miscommunicated in the share anyway. And people are going to give you bad advice. They don't understand. They're not going to understand even if you tried to share and let them understand, because this is coming from within your soul. So act on the fire that is within your soul. Move forward. Trust and believe in yourself. Give yourself time and space for consistent effort. And don't listen to the naysayers, especially, but don't listen to the well-advised, the well-meaning advisors. Just know that they're well-meaning. They're coming from a place of, they're wanting to help you, and they are well-meaning, and thank them for their advice, and then move on. All right, Leo, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Virgo, you got resonance number 6. So what I'm hearing is you need to protect your ability to feel joy. You need to protect your ability to love life and give yourself a reason to love and enjoy your life. So do something that you can enjoy this week, Virgo, and really feel the joy in doing what you love doing. Allow yourself to do what you love to do, and then feel the love and joy of being able to do what you love doing. Really allow yourself to feel that joy. Allow yourself to resonate in that joy, and maybe just ignore what's going wrong for a minute. I get it, Virgo. You're like, if I ignore it for a minute, nobody else is going to notice it, and I'm the only one here to fix it. I get that, Virgo. You are kind of right there. You're not wrong, but I do feel like it's okay to ignore it for a minute, find your joy, and then go back to fixing it, keeping it from breaking, whatever, taking care of the issue that nobody else is going to take care of because they just don't see it. And also understand that that's why you're the one that has to take care of this issue, because they're not seeing it like you do. But this is also why you need to let yourself have joy and let yourself feel love and joy. You need to let yourself feel the joy of life, because otherwise you're not going to take care of that issue right either. I mean, you'll be the only one that can, because you can see it, but you're not going to take care of it right. You're going to make it worse, because you have to approach this with joy and love in your heart first. So, and you have to allow yourself the time and space that's needed to be able to feel the joy and the resonance. And part of that is saying, you know, for this time period that I'm enjoying this thing, I'm not going to look at what's going wrong. That's protecting that joy so that you can get fully into that joy resonance. And then you'll be able to see more clearly how to truly take care of what is going wrong, and how to truly take care of this, you know, what you're seeing is wrong. And it's a process. It's going to be a process. This isn't a one and done thing. It's a process. It's a process. So allow the process. Let the process be, and move forward in the process with your, I want to say perfect, but you know, imperfect precision, perfect precision. Yes, Virgo, you know, you got that perfect precision. So yeah, trust the process and do what you can with the process, but also let yourself enjoy the process, and especially add parts into the process that will bring you more love and joy with how you're dealing with it. And that'll help you to move forward in a way that helps everybody around, and you will be able to then see what it's like to truly be seen for the help that you can give. So allow joy. That's your key this week. Allow joy. If anything else, just allow joy. Allow joy. Allow joy, Virgo. Allow joy. Even though you can see it's all going wrong, you deserve to feel some joy. So allow joy. Allow your joy, and create time and space to be able to receive love and joy and praise, because you deserve it, Virgo. All right, beloved Virgo, I hope that this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Libra. So, Libra, you are bringing something new into the world. You are birthing. So, I feel like this is a week where the struggle for you, Libra, is worth pushing through. Push through the struggle. It's meant to strengthen you and what you're bringing into the world. The struggle is going to not only strengthen you, but your ability to bring this new thing into the world. For different Libras, it's different things. For some of you, it's books. For some of you, it's creative projects. For others, it's like a new interior design, or a new way to look at interior design. I don't know. That might be specific for one of you Libras. But yeah, you're bringing something new into the world, and the world needs what you're bringing. So there is a little push that you need to do, a struggle. You're struggling this week to push it through, and that is meant to be. The struggle is there, and there's lessons along the road. It's going to help both you and your creation be better for you and the world. And I feel like singing, Libra. I feel like I was going to say there's a message you need to speak, but no, there's a message you need to sing. I feel like there's singing. Allow yourself to sing. Allow yourself to make the noises that you need to make in this process of birthing what you're bringing into the world, in the process of the laboring and the pushing through that you're doing. Find a way to sing or even scream if necessary. Don't hold back any guttural sounds that are coming through the struggle this week. So allow the sounds to flow in you and through you, and find a way to bring the sounds to harmony. Like, I mean, you know, like screaming into music. They've already done that. Screaming is music. Screaming can be music. So find the harmony in the sounds and allow the sounds to be, so that you can find the harmony within them. is a little confusing, but if it resonates, But yeah, Libra, I feel like you belong bringing this into the world. You need to protect the fact that you do belong bringing this into the world. You need to push through. And I feel like on the other side is divine joy, divine love, divine harmony. But allow yourself to push through to the other side to get to that divine love, that divine joy, that divine harmony. Love and trust yourself in the process. Know that you are strong enough to do this. You are meant to do this. You are built to do this. And give yourself time to feel the loving vibration. Like, I just, the singing keeps coming back to me. Singing. So I feel like both allow yourself to sing when you can and enjoy your singing, and listen to singing that will help bring you peace and harmony through the process of pushing through and birthing this new thing for humanity. So music is going to be a great helper for you this week. Lean on music, allow music to help you, and keep pushing through. Believe in yourself. You belong here. You belong doing this. And trust that divine love and joy is on the other side. I don't know. I feel like some Libras is going to be a week where you start off this week and there's a lot of work that you have to put in, and you end the week like so grateful you put in the work because you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Other Libras, this is a whole week of putting in work, where maybe it's next month, 6 months. I'm hearing no more than 9 months. The joy is on the other side. And I'm hesitant to say the joy is on the other side, because for a lot of you Libras, the joy is at the end of this week. But for some, I don't want those few to feel left out, because you guys, I promise the joy is on the other side. The labor is just a little bit longer for you, and it's because of divine timing and what you are birthing specifically. But I'm hearing no more than 9 months. Love and trust, divine love, divine joy is on the other side. Keep pushing through. You know what this is, and don't give up. And for a select few, it may be 6 to 9 months before you truly get there, but you're gonna get there. For most of you Libras though, enjoy the divine love and the joy when you get there. Allow yourself to open up and receive it, and know you belong with it. And even to the ones that it takes longer, it's going to be even more love and joy, and know that you belong receiving that love and that joy, and allow yourself to. All right, beloved Libras, I do hope that this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Scorpio, you've got a love reading. Love is coming in this week, and I do feel that this is partnership love. Some Scorpios, it's like a best friend coming in, or a work partner that you just love and adore, and it's so great to work with them. But for most of you Scorpios, I see love. I see actual love, like coming in, someone that loves your depth and loves going deep with you, loves the things that you love, and it's going to feel like love bombing. Like, this is not true. And I would suggest, don't rush into it. Take your time, but really test it and let them know that you need to test it. Because whenever you're like, I love anime, and they're like, I love anime, and you're like, I love camping, and like, I love camping, and you're like, I love going out over here, and they're like, I want to go out over here. You got to be like, okay, listen. So typically when somebody loves everything I love, it's false. And so I'm not going to believe you because of my own life experiences and everything I've been through. Of course, I don't want to run a good thing. I just want to be real with you and be honest with you. I'm going to have to test you out and prove I can't take you at your word value that you love these things as much as I do. You're going to have to prove it to me. And it's not that I don't trust you, or I don't want to be with you, or I don't like you, or anything like that. It's just that I don't want to be burned anymore, So yes, there's love coming in, Scorpio, but there is the need to be cautious, protect your heart, but at the same time, have those conversations, be open with them, and have those uncomfortable conversations, be real, so that you give the love the proper space and time that it needs to be able to fully blossom true. And a lot of understanding is going to have to go into this relationship. There's going to have to be a lot of understanding and seeing the bigger picture on both sides. So if you're both willing to understand one another, see the bigger picture, I can see a really divine love partnership coming through here for you, Scorpio, this week. So always, always, always go with your gut first and how you feel first, and believe in how you feel about it. Believe your feelings about the situation. But also be willing to be open and honest and truthful to let them know the truth of where you're coming from and why you're coming from where you're coming from with that. That you're willing, but you're also apprehensive. They're going to understand. There's a lot of understanding coming through with this relationship, a lot of understanding. So allow time and space for love, allow time and space for understanding, and don't be afraid to have those hard conversations. All right, Scorpio, that's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Sagittarius, so you've got turmoil, 18. So Sagittarius, I feel like you're going to be going through choppy seas this week, which means your emotions are going to be high and your emotions are going to be low. You are going to be nervous of what can go wrong and scared of the unknown. So first, I would conquer that fear of the unknown. I would let myself know. It is so hard for me to give you a way to conquer the fear of the unknown in just a small little reading like this, but I would give myself a pep talk through being afraid of the unknown, and let myself know that there are always unknowns, and that I've moved through so many unknowns. I would try to find all the unknowns that I've moved through and let myself know that it's fine. Unknowns are there. And I would also let the fear know that it's very valid. There's been so many times that the unknown ended up, in pretty crappy situations and such like that. But conquering your fear of the unknown is moving through even though you don't know, and then showing yourself that it turns out okay. Choppy waters is it's emotions rising and falling and crashing and emotions just, you can't get anywhere. You've got to take care of yourself in this type of energy. Self-care, self-love, taking care of yourself, not wanting to move forward, letting the storm, and knowing that this too will pass. Just constant, this too will pass, this too will pass. That's your mantra this week, Sagittarius. This too will pass. Know that the storms are coming for you to learn. You're learning lessons, and you're gaining soul growth, and this is what you're here for. This is the wild adventure of life, Sagittarius. So yeah, understand the meaning. Oof. And make decisions from your heart when you're in a calm space. If you're not in a calm space, then the decision should be, I'm going to give myself time and space to be able to get to that calm, and right now I'm not in calm space, so I'm going to take care of myself however that is. And I'm not going to make any decisions about where to move forward. because I'm just not calm yet. So the decision would be only whenever I'm calm and feeling safe will I make a life-changing decision. So you might be like, oh, this is awful. I'm going to quit my job. Wait, I'm so worked up. I can't decide to quit my job right now, but this is so awful. I'm going to make a note that whenever I'm calm, I'm going to revisit the decision about whether or not to quit my job. But and then like all of a sudden the job's like, whoa, it's so wonderful. Don't you love this job? And you're like, oh wow, I'm so glad that I didn't quit whenever I was in that, because this is so awesome. I'm so grateful for it. And then it's like, whoa, see, this is what I was talking about. This is why I was going to quit this job. That's the type of energies it's going through this week. And it might not be quit a job. It could be, I'm going to leave this person. No, I'm going to stay with this person. No, I'm going to leave. You're not going to be clear-headed until you're fully out of it. So whoa, this is so wonderful. That's not the calm energy I'm talking about. The calm is, okay, so the wall, that's like the opposite of the raw, the raw, the awful, the I'm gonna quit, this is horrible, I'm leaving, I'm gonna quit. And then there's oh my God, this is so wonderful, I'm so glad I didn't quit. That's the opposite side, euphoria and depression, like depression and euphoria. So we're looking for a calm space that's neither one of those. It's just peaceful and relaxed. That's the space that we will allow ourselves to make decisions at. And if we don't get there this week, we don't get there this week. If people can't wait on you to get to your calm spot to make the decision, then they're making it easy for you. They're making the decision for you. Like they're like, can you go out this weekend? And be like, I don't know. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. I don't think so. And then they're like, well, we can't wait for you and we're going to go out anyway. Okay, they made the decision for you. You're not going. Just look at it that way, Sag. Sag, I feel like I could sit here all day long and give you advice about trying to handle these choppy waters. But honestly, each of you have to handle it your own way. Also, there's fears coming up. The fears, they're not valid, but they're meant to be faced. And the only way that you can see the truth of how invalid those fears are and not let those fears take you over is to move forward despite the fear and showing it how invalid it is. So that's the best advice I have for you this week. Know that things may not be easy, but that's okay. You can get through this. You will get through this. And let this too shall pass be your mantra for the week. Sag, I hope that this helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, you got sovereignty, self-empowerment. Capricorn, it is time for you to be your own best friend. It is time for you to be the leader of you. It is time for you to stand in your own empowerment and to cheer yourself on, to be your own best friend, to be your CEO, to be the one that leads you true to being you. It's time to stand up and protect your decision to be you. It's time to stand up and protect your decision to be authentic and really move in that true, authentic self that you have decided that you are ready to be. It is time to love and trust and believe in yourself and to empower yourself and to not look on the outside anymore for encouragement, for what's the word I'm looking for approval anymore. Let yourself be the cornerstone of whether you approve of your authentic actions or not. Or if you approve of your inauthentic actions or not. Whether you approve of any actions that you take, you need to be the core of your approval. Your authority comes from you and your heart. It's time for you to lead your soul true and to stand in your sovereignty, your own sovereignty. Love, trust, and believe in yourself. Be there for yourself. Give yourself the pep talk that you need to hear and move forward in your own strength. Show us how it's done, Capricorn. Show us how it's done by loving and trusting and believing in yourself and believing in your decisions and moving forward on the commitments that you have made. Capricorn, I just see you rising. I see you rising in power. I see you rising in sovereignty. I see you rising in sacredness. Just trust yourself. Trust in your power. Trust in your vision. Trust in your heart, and be there for yourself above all. Like, this is a week for self-empowerment. So be there for yourself, empower yourself, and then be the empowered self that you have created yourself to be, that you've made yourself to be, that you've allowed yourself to become. By allowing yourself to see the true power and authority that you hold and moving forward in it. All right, Capricorn, I love this message. I'm so excited to see these Capricorns in their power. I do hope that you take this message. I hope that it helps. I hope that you're able to truly give yourself permission to cheer yourself on and empower yourself and to stand in your power and authority and sovereignty. And I think you guys are beautiful out there with all the wonderful things that you're doing. I love you, Cappies, and I hope that you enjoyed this message. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, you got intuition. So, Aquarius, I'm hearing that you need to trust what you already know. I'm hearing that you already know the answers to the questions that you're asking. And the answer is yes, you know the answer. Like, you didn't ask a yes or no question, but the answer is yes, you know the answer, because you already know the answer. So you're just unsure of the answer. You need to believe in yourself, believe in your ability to know, believe in your ability to understand, believe in your ability to see the patterns for what they are. You are seeing it true. You just don't want to believe that you are. And I feel like you don't want to believe that you are because it's not something that you want to be true. You would rather them tell you, no, that's not true. But nobody's going to tell you that because it is true. And the more you seek, the more true you're going to see that it is. It's not going to make you feel any better, Aquarius. What will help you feel better is loving and trusting yourself, so that whenever the answers do magically come to you later and proves that you were right, then you can be like, I loved and trusted myself. I didn't keep seeking answers and keep pushing it until it was in my face. Yeah, you know, and then and it's like, if you do it that way, then by the time it's in your face and it's like, yeah, you knew, you're like, oh, I knew the whole time. Yeah, but you weren't empowered with that knowing the whole time. You were disempowered with that knowing. Look, you knew the whole time, but you disempowered yourself through it. Why? Meanwhile, Aquarius, you could have knew that you knew, empowered yourself in your knowing, and then whenever life puts it in your face that you did in fact know, you're like, yeah, I knew. And you know what? I'm so grateful that I knew and that I was empowered in my knowing. I stood strong that whole entire time, and I knew that I knew, and I had no proof that I knew, but I knew that I knew, and I didn't disempower myself. I empowered myself to know that I knew. So you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in your heart. You got to believe in your knowing. And I understand why you don't want to believe this one, because you're like, but you don't understand, if this is true, it means blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it's true, Aquarius. It means blah, blah, blah. Get over it. And, it's not like a get over it. Protect yourself, grieve, love, give yourself time and space to really understand and move forward. Since you know that you know, how are you going to move forward with that knowledge in a way that empowers you? You don't have to disempower yourself just because you don't want this to be true. And the fact that you don't want it to be true is why you're going to seek out answers. But I promise you, the seeking is not going to be what you want. You'll come to the end of that seeking just to find that you disempowered yourself, and that was nonsense. It was true the whole time, and you knew that you knew. You know that you know. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. Move forward with what it means. It's not easy, no. And it's not what you wanted, no. It's not what anyone wanted. Still, you've got to move forward. You got to love and trust yourself. Love and trust your heart. Believe in your heart. And know that you can find a way to be okay with how it is and to move forward in a way that really empowers you and brings you joy. You can find joy again. Despite this, you can. Despite the fact that this is true and you don't want it to be true, you can still find joy. You can move forward into a life that you love. Start taking care of yourself, moving forward. Yes, it means this and that sucks, but there's still things that you can do to empower yourself, love yourself. And I want to encourage you to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, Aquarius. Don't regret not believing in yourself. All right, Aquarius, I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for all of you. I do hope that this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Pisces. So Pisces, you got momentum, the flow. So it's really odd because what I'm reading from this is that the flow stopped. The momentum is slowing down. It's getting slower. It's still there, but it's almost imperceptible. It's coming to a stop. It's going to stop. Don't see the stop in the flow as a sign to quit. The stop in the flow is a sign to pause. The flow is slowing down because the flow needed to slow. And you can take advantage of the slow if you're not paranoid about it. So don't get paranoid about the momentum stopping, the slowdown. Understand that it's divine timing. It was meant to be. I know that you can see that, Pisces, if you want to look. But I feel like the stress of the slowdown of the flow is getting in your way of being able to see how you can take advantage of the slowdown so that the momentum can return. Because it's like you're so afraid of the momentum stopping. And it's not that the momentum, yeah, it does. It stops, but only long enough for the flow to restart in the way that it's meant to. Like, it's not that it was flowing wrong, because that's what I'm also hearing. No, it wasn't flowing wrong. It was meant to stop and flow this way now, And the paranoia can cause you to miss the opportunity to see the momentum whenever it does begin to come back. And yes, the old momentum's going to be lost. And again, the paranoia will get in your way of being able to see the wisdom of why you needed the old momentum to be lost and why that was actually a good thing, So don't allow yourself to get paranoid this week. Trust and believe that the process is changing in ways that is going to work out for your good. So yeah, I feel like your mantra this week, Pisces, is the universe has my back. The universe has my back. The universe knows what it's doing. The universe knows what it's doing whenever it has my back. The universe knows what it's doing whenever it has my back. The universe has my back, and all things are working out for my good. The universe knows how to make all things work out for my good. The universe knows how to make all things work out for my good. So trust and believe, and I feel like there's a redirection. Like, allow yourself to be redirected this week. Go with the redirection. Don't force the old flow. Redirect the new flow and find the new momentum. Allow the old momentum to stop, pause, reassess, and find the new momentum moving forward, trusting and believing in the process. No paranoia. Any paranoia that comes, just tell it, I see you. I see how valid you are. You're true to be paranoid, but not right now. I'm loving and trusting the process. I believe the universe has my back. I believe the universe knows what it's doing whenever it has my back. I believe that all things are working out for my good because the universe knows what it's doing whenever it has my back. All right, Pisces, just love and trust and allow yourself to be redirected. You've been on a roll lately, and I mean, things can't always, and I know it feels like, oh no, I'm on a roll, I've been on a roll, and now it's redirection. No, it's not opposite redirection. It's just go this way now. This way is now where the roll will be flowing now. So, and if you keep trying to move that way, it's going to be a forceful thing, and it's not going to work because that's not where the roll is moving anymore. It's not moving there anymore. So don't try to force and go with the redirect. Find the new momentum. Allow the old to fall away. And love and trust the process. No paranoia. No paranoia. The universe has your back, Pisces. You got this. I hope that this message helped. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Aries. Aries, I feel like a new beginning is happening. I feel like I'm really getting newborn energy. So like a newborn needs lots of rest. Allow yourself to rest. You don't have to completely move forward and get it all done today. You have time. Take time. You need to take time. So this is a week to really pull back, take care of yourself, love and trust yourself, love and comfort yourself, love and nurture yourself. Allow yourself the time and the space that is needed to be able to strengthen the new energy that is being born within you. That new energy needs time to strengthen before it's strong enough for you to be able to move forward and act with it. So give yourself time and space. Be very authentic and true to yourself. That's very important this week. There's going to come an opportunity for you to be false. Don't be true. You want to be true to yourself this week. There's a test coming through. And also, you need to find time for stillness. Find time for just being in stillness where nothing else is going on. Maybe just watching waterfall, watching the rain on the lake for some reason. If you can see the picture, that's why that would be coming up. But yeah, find time for stillness to just meditate this week. The understanding that you need to be able to move forward in your strength will come from you taking time to be in the stillness this week. So allow yourself to strengthen the new forces that are being built within you by giving time and space for rest, stillness, replenishing, loving and trusting the process, and moving forward in ways that you can feel good about yourself for. So only move forward if you feel like you are going to love yourself for the movement that you're doing. So love yourself in your actions this week. Feel good about the actions that you take and feel good about the inactions you take. Feel good about choosing to rest. If you need rest, give yourself rest and feel good about giving yourself rest. Give yourself praise for knowing that you needed rest and taking the time for that rest. Be there for yourself. You're going to need you this week, Aries. So be there for you. You need to love and nurture you. The new energy that is within you is like a newborn, and it needs time and space to process and be cared for and strengthened within you. You don't just go out there with a newborn and tell it to win the Olympics. You love and take care of this newborn first. You learn how to feed it. You learn how to take care of it. You learn how to motivate it. At the very least, even if, we're going to go with the timeline of animals, like newborns, they're not newborns that long. Little birdies, my little birds, they're in the newborn stage for like a day, So it's not like human timeline newborn thing. Understand that the newborn energy within you could be ready to go within a week, but you have to be able to take time and space to enter the stillness and to love and nurture what is being born within you. All right, beloved Aries, I do hope that this message helps you this week. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. And finally, Taurus, you got strength. Lionheart, number 22. So Taurus, I feel like it's time for you to be the king of your world and to stand up into your own kingship, your own sovereignty. Stand into your own leadership of your life. Be the leader of your life and allow yourself to be the calm in the storm, no matter how chaotic the storm gets around you. Because I feel like there is chaos that is going to be going on around you, Taurus, but you are moving forward in this chaos like a king. You're owning it. You're calm and you're steady, regardless of the chaos that's going on around you. So I want to confirm to you that the chaos is there, but you're calm and you're steady within it, and you're meant to be calm and steady within this chaos. The chaos is not a sign of anything other than, this is life. This is the struggle school. We're on the struggle school. So yeah, but your calm and your resolve is the sign that you have grown, that you are ready to do this, that you are strong, that you do have the strength, you do have the understanding, you have what it takes, Taurus. Believe in yourself. Allow yourself to understand how far you've come and how far you can go. Trust in yourself, trust in your strength, and you will see as you stand strong through the storm how strong you truly are, and use that to fuel you to move forward in a better, stronger way, in a way that you can show up in this world in a way that you love you for. Be willing to really love yourself. And know that you belong being the leader that you are. Know that you belong being the strong, calming force in the storm. You belong walking in your strength and sovereignty through the chaos. You're meant for this. You are called for this. Your soul desires this. And I hope that your brain and your mind desires it too while you're here, that you get your ego on board to understand. And I feel like it will, especially if you give yourself the ability to reflect on your strength and your ability, then you will see how strong you are and how far that you've come and how much you could and how much you have and can accomplish with all that you are. I feel like you will be feeling a lot of feelings. There's going to be a lot to stir you this week. There's going to be it's going to try to push you left and try to push you right and push you left and push you right. But you know that you can stand strong, and your ability to stand strong in that. Yes, you will be feeling it, but you're feeling it in a masterful way. You're allowing the feelings and you're letting them flow so that they don't take you over, but so that you can move forward with your wisdom and strength. So understanding is going to be very important this week. And there's a need for you to allow understanding, because the understanding is going to be part of your strength this week. And understanding that chaos is just a part of the program. It's part of the game that we're playing. So you don't want to play the game and not ever go fight the ghosts. I mean, come on, go fight the ghosts. That's what they're there for. Go fight the ghosts. You're in the game, go fight them. So, yeah, be willing to move forward and know that, the chaos is just part of the game, and it's here to show you how freaking awesome you are, Taurus. Believe in yourself. You're strong. You got this. I believe in you. I hope that you do too. All right, beloved Taurus, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, everyone, that is our Oracle message for this week with the Shadows of Light Oracle deck by Haley Claire. I got it from Goddess Provisions. Check out the link below. Don't forget, Mystic Hillbilly with an IE. get you that discount code at Goddess Provisions. But anyway, yes, guys, we are here at the end of this video. Yay! You guys are my favorite people. As always, I wish divine love upon all of you. Let it be poured upon you. May you have many blessings this week, because you are the cream of the human crop, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed these messages, and don't forget to check out the Celestial Grove. It's freaking awesome. There's so much stuff there. You know you want to join the email newsletter so you don't miss out on anything. And as always, be blessed with immense amounts of love.